All right, y'all, we're taking a look at this Boudoir Facebook ad. Going to diagnose it, see if we believe it has BLCS, aka Boudoir low click syndrome. So BLCS is when the unique CTR all of our Boudoir Facebook ad is under 6%, aka the fewer than 6 out of 100 women are clicking anywhere on our ad. That means our ad is entering fewer than 6 out of 100 women's brains, and that means fewer than 6 out of every 100 women that see our Boudoir Facebook ad have a chance, greater than zero chance to buy. So we got to get this number up as high as possible. That's the goal. And anything under 6% means we got a massive, massive, massive problem. And also, unique CTRL under 6% is not normal. It's common, most common thing I'm seeing, but it's a symptom of a deeper root cause. And the deeper root cause are the 3 pre-click mistakes. More on those at the end of the video. We also know that a Boudoir Facebook advertiser with BLCS is a Boudoir low-click advertiser or BLCA. So we got our universe taking shape here. A BLCA with BLCS is caused by the 3 pre-click mistakes. Simple enough, we treat it with Boudoir Pico. BLCS is treated with Boudoir pre-click optimization, aka Boudoir Pico. Treatment takes about a week. We know this because we invented it, and we've already done it a bunch of times. We simply duplicate the original ad that has BLCS, and we treat the duplicated one with Boudoir Pico, run them in parallel, and keep whichever one running has the best metrics. Pretty simple. Now, once treated with Boudoir Pico, we now have pre-click alignment, PCA. So we get rid of the 3 pre-click mistakes, we achieve pre-click alignment. And pre-click alignment activates Boudoir brain entry boost in our Boudoir Facebook ads. Basically, we got our unique CTR all above 6%. We also know that Boudoir Facebook advertiser with Boudoir brain entry boost is a dominant Boudoir advertiser, a DBA. So this is our full universe. A BLCA with BLCS is caused by the 3 pre-click mistakes. Easy enough. We treat it with our solution, Boudoir Pico, takes about a week. We achieve PCA, the pre-click alignment, and we become dominant Boudoir advertisers, DBA with Boudoir brain entry boost. So my residency went and found some Boudoir Facebook ads out there. Brought the first one back to the hospital, tested it, found out its unique CTRL is 4.3%. So unique CTRL under 6% means that BLCS is present, Boudoir low click syndrome. But we got the treatment for it. We did treat it with Boudoir Pico, it takes about a week. And we found out, we got the unique CTRL up to 6.88%. Now we found out that the original Boudoir Facebook ad was wasting 37% of ad spend. So if they're spending 10 grand a month on the original Boudoir Facebook ad, now they only need to spend 6,300 bucks a month on the Boudoir Pico treated ad to get their ad into the same number of women's brains. So, whereas that 3,700 bucks a month that was being wasted, 100% wasted, they no longer have to spend it, stays in their pocket. It's kind of like a 3,700 buck a month, phantom bonus, or they don't have to do anything, which at the end of 12 months is like 40K. So super awesome. Next we have the my second one I tested at the hospital, found out unique CTRL is 1.39%. When the unique CTRL is under 6%, that means BLCS is present. That is Boudoir low click syndrome. Easy enough though, we can treat it with Boudoir Pico. It takes about a week. And we got the unique CTRL up to 9.13%. So we found out that the original Boudoir Facebook ad is wasting 84% of its ad spend. So if they were spending 10 grand a month on Boudoir Facebook ads, that means they now only need to spend 1.6 grand a month on the Boudoir Pico treated ad to get into the same number of women's brains. That's the power of Boudoir Pico. So 8,400 bucks a month, they don't even have to spend it anymore. They pocket it. They pocket it as an extra bonus, phantom bonus, because it's not being spent. And that's like 100K at the end of 12 months, at the end of a year. Finally, I had a patient, size unique CTRL. His Boudoir Facebook ad is 5.03%. When unique CTRL is under 6%, that means BLCS is present, Boudoir low click syndrome. So we know we can treat it with Boudoir Pico. It takes about a week. And we got the unique CTRL up to 15.35%. So we found his original Boudoir Facebook ad was wasting 67% of ad spend. As a result, we, if he's spending 10 grand a month on the original Boudoir Facebook ad, now he only needs to spend 3,300 bucks a month to actually, um, you know, to get his ad into the same number of women's brains. So at 6,700 bucks a month, he no longer has to spend, no longer has to burn, keeps it in his pocket, kind of like a 6,700 bucks per month bonus. That's like 80K at the end of 12 months. So what we've discovered is the average Boudoir Facebook ad with BLCS is wasting about 50% of its ad spend. I mean, look at the numbers here. They're wasting 37%, wasting 84%, wasting 67%. Take the average of these numbers, probably somewhere between 50 to 60%. So if they're spending 10 grand a month on Boudoir Facebook ads, this means approximately 5K every single month's being wasted. That's 60K over the next year. That's approximately the amount we can eliminate being wasted, put back in y'all's pockets, so y'all don't even have to spend it. Y'all can keep it months. All right, so we're gonna diagnose this if we believe it has we believe it has BLCS, Boudoir low click syndrome with a unique CTR all under 6%. So we got, the below creative cluster mistake here. The false belief that caused us to make this mistake is we're trusting what Facebook says we should fill out for our ad is the best thing for us instead of the best thing for Facebook. So we do it. And the consequence is way more women start scrolling by our Boudoir Facebook ads, pulling our unique CTRL under 6%, contributing to BLCS, Boudoir low click syndrome. So this is not good for us. Good for Facebook though, because they can serve more ads per unit time the more women scroll by our ads per unit time. So Facebook makes more money per unit time, which is why they recommend us to do this. Second thing we look at, creative. Okay, this looks like an ad mistake. False belief that causes us to make this mistake is we believe our Boudoir Facebook ads should look like ads because every other Boudoir photographer's, nearly every other Boudoir photographer's Boudoir Facebook ads look like ads. And this is incorrect. We don't want to make this mistake. What actually happens is it causes way more women to scroll by our Boudoir Facebook ads than necessary, pulls our unique CTR under 6%, and actually decreases or increase the probability we have BLCS, Boudoir low click syndrome. Finally, looking at the see more headline here. First 2 3/4 lines Facebook mobile news feed is all people will see actually when they see our ad. So, when a Boudoir photo shoot. 7 series funding Boudoir. All right, so basically no context here of context that we need to set. So it's the lack of context mistake. The false belief that caused us to make this mistake is that we actually believe that we've set enough context to optimize bringing the correct women in, clicking on our ad, and when in fact we didn't reach that goal, and we're actually having way more women scroll by our Boudoir Facebook ad than is necessary without actually without clicking on our ad at all. So consequence of this, pulls our unique CTRL under 6%, contributes to BLCS, Boudoir low click syndrome. So looking at all this, my diagnosis is the unique CTRL of this Boudoir Facebook ad is most likely under 6%. Therefore, yes, I do believe it has BLCS, Boudoir low click syndrome. So if you're a BLCA with BLCS, a Boudoir low click advertiser with Boudoir low click syndrome, and you're spending more than 10 grand a month on Boudoir Facebook ads, and you're looking around at the market, you're seeing more Boudoir photographers enter the market every single day. Someone gets a new iPhone, all of a sudden they're throwing up a Google Maps profile saying they do Boudoir photo shoots, or they get a new camera, and they're they get a new camera, and then they're posting the mom groups that they now do Boudoir photo shoots. So it's basically more competition for the same number of buyers. So it's getting more competitive, more saturated out there in the marketplace, and so you're also seeing inflation and living costs, cost of living, taking that into account. So you've already been optimizing your business, um, trying to pull out more profit for ideally, less input, less work. Um, Try to get a jump on all this and remain competitive. And you see Boudoir Pico can, save you approximately 5K in wasted Boudoir ad spend. Eliminate that, about half the ad spend being wasted, and eliminate that and put that 5K back in your pocket instead of the Zuck's pocket. And that'd be approximately, 60K over the next 12 months. And so you want this outcome, and you also want to achieve pre-click alignment to become a dominant Boudoir advertiser with Boudoir Brain Entry Boost, because you need this to achieve that on your path to becoming the #1 boudoir photographer in your city. Then shoot me a DM, and well, I don't have any. My patient intake is closed right now, but shoot me a DM, and when my patient intake opens, so my DMs are closed, but patient intake's closed. But when my new patient intake opens, my DMs are open. Shoot me a DM, and we'll see if you qualify for the Boudoir Pico treatment.